Check, check, check. Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic Fan. Welcome to the stream. Say hi in the chat. We're going to do some streaming. We're going to play some draft. I'm also going to showcase some vintage cards. And those are cards that you can win, that you can earn when you become part of my Patreon. Let me just pick one out here at random. What's one of these good classic cards that was fun back in the day? Okay, this one because I love the art. This is Legions of Lim-Dul. So this is way back from Ice Age, 1995. This was a set. Oh, Mikulash, how are you? I hope I said your name okay, correctly, sort of. Thank you for subscribing in 2 weeks ago. Thank you for visiting. So I'm showing some old classic cards, Legions of Lim-Dul. This is Summon Zombies. This is a creature zombie for 3 mana, 1 and black, snow-covered swamp walk. So if they've got snow-covered swamps, this is unblockable. And it's a 2/3. Flavor text: I have seen the faces of my dead friends among the grim band, and I can bear no more. Lucilde, Fixed Daughter, leader of the Order of the White Shield. So you can get this card along with a variety of other cube or Commander Legal cards if you subscribe to my Patreon. Follow the link down there at the bottom, patreon.com. See down there, all the way down there, patreon.com/vmcampos, and you will get some cool vintage cards. So thank you everyone in the chat for visiting. I'll show more cool vintage cards later on that you can earn, but let's do a little gameplay. So what I want to do is some draft. Let's see, where's the draft? Not the expensive draft here. I don't have 2,000 gems at the moment. I'm still trying to earn those. And then competitive draft. I don't have 1,500 gems yet. I've got the poor person's type of draft at the moment, which is this one, competitive draft, Guilds of Ravnica? No, which is the one that I can afford? Draft, Guilds of Ravnica. There we go. There we go. 5,000 gold. I can afford that one. So we're going to do some drafting right here. And over the last 2 times that I've drafted, I feel I've gotten better at it. Let's see how we go. 5,000 hard-earned gold. Here we go. Pack 1, pick 1. Ritual of Soot. Destroy all creatures with CMC of 3 or less. Okay, I like the Murmuring Mystic because it's a big old strong body, plus you make a lot of birds. Or you do 6 damage to anything, cannot be countered. The Indrik, it's a 6-drop. It fights something. The Patrol, 2/3 flying and mentor. There's a lot of good things I'm liking so far, except altitude. Dowser is fine. Gravitic Punch. Creatures you control deal damage. The Vine, the Prey Upon, the Worm. There's a lot of things I like. A 3/3 double strike. Okay, let's see. Any removal here? Removal that I see is the Blaze, but that's at 6 mana. Now I see the Notion Rain about drawing 2 cards and 2 damage. I like the Mystic, and then that could take me into Dimir, and maybe the Soot. I don't know. Let's see what we can do with some card draw. Citywide Bust. That's the opposite right there. A Goblin 1/1 with Mentor. The Monument. Okay, we've got the Blade Instructor 3/1 Mentor. That one might be cool. The Bat or Never Happened. And we've got a 2/2 Death Touch. The Vapors. Here I'm liking the Mentor and I'm liking the Vapors. 3-1 with Mentor could be very good, although it's very fragile at 3-1. We'll go for some removal. Contraband, there's the Glavy, that's cool. Well, if I have gates, and there's a gate right there, there's another one of these sergeants. The Crab at 2-5, the Adept. Now we'll go with a Deadweight. There's another Burglar Rat, that was the second one that came up. Here we got a 2-2. Dazzling Light, -3 and Surveil, but I'm not getting any. Maybe I'll build up some Surveil. Creeping Chill, Devious Cover-Up, that's a counter spell. We have the Darkblade Agent. Let's see if we can go towards some Surveil. 3 damage to each opponent and you gain 3 life. When it's put into the graveyard, you may exile it. If you do, it deals 3 damage to each opponent. Whenever Creeping Chill is put into your graveyard from your library. Let's go for the Agent. There's a Child of Night. There's another Vapors. Let's go with a creature there. Wall of Mist, another Vapors. There is the Strands. There's a Cover-Up or a Flyer. Counterspell or a Flyer. They're both 4 mana. Let's go with a creature. If I go with a Guild Gate, then I can do green. I can do Dimir or Golgari. There's a few things in Golgari that I liked. There's another Golgari Gate or Never Happened. The Crab or the Agent. Okay, so I'm definitely going to need to start to get some Surveil cards. Alright, that was pack 1. Here's pack 2. Risk Factor, everyone loves that, but I'm not doing red at all. The Dart, very expensive. There's another Light, there's a Leapfrog. The Dowser for a big ol'. Let's go with a big old creature. The Whisperer, another Cover-Up, a Spinal Centipede. Whenever you Surveil for the first time, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. I guess, or how about a counterspell? Let's do a creature. Use Drake, draw a card, another Vapor, Never Happened. The Locket. Let's do a 1/3 flyer plus free card. There's the Barrier for Surveil. There's another Agent. The Mesmerist. I never liked the art on that one. It always looked really weird. Sabotage. There's another Notion Rain. There's Surveil. There's a Shade. 2/5 crab. The rat. Oh, there we go. The spy bug. That's what I've been looking for. Radical idea. I love the art on that. Okay, pack 3. Ooh, I love that cat. We've been getting a lot of never happens. Disdainful stroke or draw a card. So here's the enchantment. You may look at an additional 2 cards when you surveil. Flying Death Touch Hexproof. Sure. Nothing great here for what I'm trying to do. I guess I'll lock it because then you can... Coming down to the end, draw another card or counter a spell. Gravitic Punch is the last one. Okay, well, those were my pulls. Okay, let's pause to check out another classic card from back in the day. So here's the Barbarian Guides. This is also from Ice Age. What we've got right here is Summon Barbarians for 3 mana, 2 and a red. You get a 1/2 creature. Then you pay its casting cost again, 2 and a red, and tap. Target creature you control gains snow-covered landwalk ability of your choice until end of turn. At the end of turn, return that creature to its owner's hand. Honestly, that's a pretty terrible card. It doesn't work anymore nowadays because no one uses snow-covered lands. So you're not going to be able to snow walk over your opponent's lands. And second, then you have to return the creature back to your hand, so you have to cast it again. Very weird. But classic art by Richard Thomas. This barbarian guy leading you safely. That's cool, at least. Let me just make a quick message on chat here. Alright, so let's clean out colors that I'm not going to work with. Things that I have 2 gravitic punches. Things that just were kind of thrown my way. So I'm going with Dimir. Do I have too many weak creatures? Okay, 52, so that lets me surveil. That has Defender, which works with surveil. The barrier lets me surveil. Dead weight for removal, definitely. Every time I surveil, do that. Cannot block. 18 creatures. I need to take out 7 or so non-creature things. Okay, I got 3 radical ideas. I want to draw so many cards. Counter spell plus surveil. Got 3 vapors. 3 never happens. Okay, well, I don't know if I can take it all the way down, because obviously I don't want to lose any creatures. This is pretty hard. Wait a minute, I thought I took that one out. Alright, did I have 2 of them? Yeah, I had 2. Okay. Card draw. I cannot find 7 cards to get rid of. This is so tough, I can't take it. Against my judgment, I'm going to go with this 46 cards. I don't know. I can't seem to cut anything, but we'll play a game and see how bad we do, and then after that, if we do really bad, we'll come back and cut and make some bad decisions, but I can't handle that. So let's look at another card. Okay, this one's terrible as well. Balduvan Shaman. Now, the art is amazing because Quentin Hoover's art is always amazing. But it's like a huge wall of text. Look at that. That's enough wall to defend yourself. This is a defender. Okay, summon Cleric for 1/1. Tap. Permanently change the text of target white enchantment that you control that does not have cumulative upkeep by replacing all instances of one color word with another. For example, you may change counters black spells to counters blue spells. Balduvan Shaman cannot change mana symbols. That enchantment now has cumulative upkeep of 1. So a really complicated card that basically tells you don't play this card. But the art is amazing, and it's from a set that's over 23 years old, and it could be yours if you subscribe to the Patreon. Let's get started. Game 1. Let's see how we do there. How's everyone doing in the chat? How am I going to do? Bad or terrible? Well, at least I have something to do early on. All I need is 1 black mana. I go first. Lady Gandalf, I choose you. Okay, so gotta be careful with that because it's got a trigger that I can exile at any point. That's gonna be very annoying. Well, at least I've got a counter spell. Then I can surveil. Are they thinking hard because they see a blue player with a bunch of open mana? I don't want to waste a sabotage on that, but I do want to waste it on that. Alright, there's my black mana, and then another cover-up. I don't need that. Alright, so I like the shades. I think I like the shades a little too much. Welcome in the chat. Say your name and where you're watching from. But anyway, I think I like these veiled shades a little too much. Just from my youth, I love the old shades from back in the day. And I guess they're not amazing anymore, but they're fun. You can pump them up. They get stronger. It's cool. Okay, so they're doing Golgari with splashing white. So what are we going to get here? If this dies, it gets a 1/1 with lifelink, so I guess I'll take a couple of 1s. Second main phase. They have to contemplate their plots a lot. You should put it on your own beetle because you want your witness to die, because then you get a... Because then you get a... Yeah, so you have a chump blocker right there. Okay, so I've got enough for a counter spell. They've got a lot of mana, so I'm sure the good stuff is coming. So anyway, I think they should have added the counter to their own beetle, because you want your witnesses to die, because then you get the life link. Soldier, okay, I don't want you to have your... I don't want you to have your... shade. So this is why I like the shades, because they can get really big. That's really fun, I think. I have 2 blue open mana. Is that enough to deter you? No, because what can you do with 2? What kind of counterspell can you do? Oh, they're looking at their own creature. They're going to pump it up somehow with Death Touch. They'll do it in their second main phase. They're coming in with only 1, huh? They want a defender so that then they can sacrifice it to my shade. Am I bluffing them amazingly? Nope. Alright, so I guess if they attack, I have enough to pump up my shade to take out that trooper. They're going to sacrifice a witness so that they can get the life linker. They have something in hand. So even if they sacrifice their creature, they'll get a 4/4, which I am a 4/4. But they have combat tricks because they keep looking at their hand. So even if we trade, that'll be fine because I have another in my hand. Now that was discard a creature card, and they discard a forager. Okay, that was a 4/4 off the bat with undergrowth. So still something in hand. Alright, so that's a big problem. Plus they have their undergrowth. This is going to take a while. Again, slow players, you know what your strategy is. Just go for it. apologies to the chat for playing with someone so extremely slow. They're obviously clowning me because, like, what strategies, what amazing strategies are you really doing that are, like, beyond belief? Okay, so those have menace. You're attacking with one with menace. That'll be fine. You'll get a 1/1 with lifelink. My turn. Alright, here we go, Drake. That doesn't do anything special except give me mana, right? And I've got 3 cards in there. I can bring that back into my library. We'll do this. Okay, so they have enough for that Crowl. Gain 1 life for each creature card in your graveyard. They've got 3. Okay, searching for more lands. I guess you've got a big old Molder Hulk over there, and I don't have any answers for that. Alright, so you're tapped out here, so you don't do anything. Okay, fine. There's my Phantasm. I'm going to go on the offensive, and I can still pump up 2 more here. Now you can triple block it all and take down my Shade. That'd be great. So I'm fueling your Undergrowth. Do I care? I do not care. So how's everyone in the chat doing today so far? This game's taking a while. It's only game 1, isn't it? Wow, this is extremely slow. So, today it's a nice sunny San Diego day. And after I stream, maybe I'll do some cooking. What sounds good to cook? What do I have in the kitchen? So what do I have in the kitchen? I can cook something with beef. Okay, so I have all of these amazing whenever you surveil for the first time cards, but I'm not getting any surveillance happening. I guess I've got to hold back now because they're going to menace me. So I saw someone on Twitter say, I want to compile a list of slow players. I need to let them know that Lady Gandalf is the perfect candidate for that. Okay, so you're going to activate Menace. You're going to go all in, then I'm going to block. It's not that complicated. So in the chat, have you dealt with slow players on Arena? How do you handle it? There's no report button yet. That's what they've got to fix on their next update. So if the magic timer is telling you that you're slow, then you are slow. 2/1 Menace, okay. I'll pump it up really big just to be safe, unless of course they do a sudden death touch effect or something. Alright, so thinking forward with the retooling the deck, I don't know, what can I remove? Alright, so obviously they're going to tap out my best defenders. We've been playing long enough that you should know what my cards are now. So should I definitely kill one of their creatures or chance it with... Yeah, let's do life over here. I don't need to get 5 damage. Let's recycle everything back together. This is game over. I'm done with this player, so let's just let that go through, because what can you do? So, really slow player right there. Okay, next game. That took forever. Super annoying. I need to refuel with my protein bar. Oh, no, it's not on. That's good. It's a good hair, right? Alright, now I took them off. Okay, Guildgate. I'll go with this. So with that Guildgate, I'll be able to do stuff. But they've got a turn 1 Pelt Collector. Thinking very hard. Edsego. Alright, attacking with 4 on turn 2, 3, whatever this is. Alright, so they tap their mana for some reason. Let's come in with a blocker. Then I can start to surveil. Okay, they didn't drop a land, right? This is 2/2 Vigilance. I want that Predator. Okay, that's their 3rd mana. One of the things that I need to get better at is holding back for counter spells. Okay, so I don't have enough mana to do anything useful here. Well, that was a moot point. They have the complete run of anything they'd like to do. Alright, so at least that didn't take half an hour like the other game. Alright, so let's try this again now. Here's some more cool art. Adarkar Unicorn. One of the most beautiful art I've ever seen on a Magic card. This again is Quentin Hoover, classic Quentin Hoover art. It's just beautiful. This is from Ice Age. 1995 for 3 mana. 1 and white. Summon Unicorn. Now in this point in time, the Magic sets were like very underpowered because they were very powerful in the beginning, so they kind of really downgraded them. So this is a card that was like, that can almost be good, but check it out. Tap, add either blue or blue and 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Cool, I can tap it as little horse makes mana, blue mana. This mana is usable only for cumulative upkeep. So this would have been amazing, a horse that makes mana, either 1 blue or 1 blue and colorless, but it can only be used to pay for cumulative upkeep, which is extinct nowadays, which was terrible back in the day also. So again, amazing art at least. So they have 1 black mana. What can you do with 1 black mana in guilds at instant speed? Okay, so this is perhaps going a little slow. That might be good, because then I can try to bring in my Snitch. There's no 2 casting cost counter, is there? They might not realize that they've got stuff that they can do in their hand, but now I see that they do. Alright, so I'm starting to build up something here. Next turn... Okay, so let's check out what we've got going on here. Child of Night, Dowser, Notion. I'm not going to have enough for that one yet, but a 2/1 lifelink, then draw 2 cards. I'll be able to get both of them right away. Okay, so that one is Surveil 2, then draw 2, then deals 2 damage. Okay, I already know what's coming, so... I guess I'll be able to bring my big critter. Let's see if they fall for it. I've got something in my hand. You don't want to block it. I've got something right here. I'm holding on to it. I've got 2 mana open. Come on, Cozy Makel. Don't block. Fine. Okay, well, let's do a devious cover-up on them. They're obviously building up to something. They have a Surveil creature, so let's stop their Surveil. Nope. Okay. I'll block with both. Am I making a big mistake? Okay. So I got a big old 4/5. Now they can do Death Touch on their Darkblade agent. Fine, I didn't need that. That's 6 in total, so that'll work. Alright, so I am top decking. They have 3 cards in hand. They've got another agent. They're about to surveil. They will then draw a card. I guess not. Okay, great. So it's been an hour already. So they're going to surveil. Both of their creatures will get... Okay, they're kind of playing it safe. So when I press pass turn, I expect that I pass turn. Why does this not comply? Are they going to put the chain on that one? Hey, everyone in the chat. I'm just grinding away at this draft. This is going extremely slow. But at least I'll be able to take out their Dowser here. I don't know. Should I block with everything? Yes, of course. For some reason. Because then they'll have combat tricks and kill everything of mine. They're going to activate Death Touch, and then everything will get it. So now your flyer is Non-Compos Mentis. So they subscribed to the theory of it's not over till it's over. That'll be fun to flash cast it. So no one expects the Whispering Agent. Yep, go ahead, strike me down. And you can wait while I surveil. Alright, so I cannot get hit by that, right? Whenever deals combat damage, look at the top 2 cards of that player's library, exile one of them face down, then put the rest into their graveyard. You may look at that and cast it for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as over of any type to cast it. So they can basically steal everything. Okay, well, they're definitely going to do that then. So how's everyone in the chat? How has your day been going so far? Mine's been going pretty bad. There's just been a lot of terrible matches here because I'm so bad at this. This is going kind of slow, so maybe we can speed them up slightly. Worthless. So I'm going to get hit for 2 in the air. Okay, target creature can't be blocked, so they can make all their creatures unblockable. This is game over. Yeah, F this. This is enough. They have it all locked down. So, okay, well, that's my 3 matches right there. I think I'm done for the moment. That's enough losing. So let's claim the prize. And let's crack that pack. Wild card. Light of Legion. Okay, well everyone, thanks for hanging out. You saw some really terrible games of Magic. Hope you liked it. Maybe you are more interested in getting a cool vintage card like this one, Aurochs. This is so cute. Look at these fluffy, fluffy little Aurochs. For 4 mana, you get Summon Aurochs. 2/3. Trample. When attacking, Aurochs gets +1/+0 for each other Auroch that attacks. So if you got your whole playset of Aurochs, you attack with 4 Aurochs, that's going to be +4/+0, so this is going to be a 6/3 trample. Amazing. So you can get that card and many of my other amazing cards if you join my Patreon. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you at the 11 p.m. stream, and maybe we'll have some better matches.